Bourbon Show. Dan, on this week's episode, I may have played golf with a man called Cue Ball, another named JD, and an Aussie from down under, allegedly.
Ooh, an Aussie.
Southern Australia, mind you. In other news, it's the Carolina Showdown. Your Wolf Pack will be they'll be facing off against the Cox.
Oh yeah.
And uh,
They got who? Oh no, that Wolfpack's got Purdue.
Purdue.
Purdue. Yeah.
Where I must have been maybe I overserved myself this weekend. So there's going to be a common theme here. They just beat Carolina then. Is that what you're telling me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You beat Duke.
Yeah, Duke. It's still a Carolina team. I mean, what are you talking about over there? Let's see. Stephan Jaeger won a golf tournament this week. Guess who else was in contention?
Scotty Scheffler.
Oddly enough, T2 is this the Scotty Scheffler show?
Oh yeah. Right now it is. It's Scotty and versus everybody else, right? I mean, even Rory. It's the
Well,
Scotty
Rory's making a debut this week
now.
at the Texas Open, which we'll get to. But
Scotty couldn't do 3 in a row, but Nelly did.
Nelly did do 3 in a row. Now Nelly gets it. What's happening? Where's golf going? I mean, next thing you know, I'm going to be a single digit handicapper. I mean, stranger things have happened. Dan.
Yeah. Yeah. Fun week in basketball. Obviously, everybody's saying, hey, we played our way through it. We were not favored. We weren't even supposed to be in the tournament. And here we are in the Final Four, first time since 1983. You told me last time we were here, we won the thing.
Allegedly
under Jimmy V. So, yeah, maybe we can do it again.
Some alumni you are. I'm over here breaking down stats on a team. I don't even know who they are. I don't even know where they're located at. Has Grayson been texting you, by the way?
He has not. But when you said you gave me stats on the NC State basketball team, why were they all at shots gained numbers?
That's good point. Good point. I see what you did there.
That big guy, that big center guy you got, that DJ guy, man, he can shoot it, but he can't putt work yet.
Reminds me of cue ball on the golf course this weekend. He was having a rough time with the flat stick, but he made his way around. And he made his way through the bottle too. I got some editing to do. If I can get it PG 13, who am I kidding? If I can just get it to at least R, we got some stuff to take a look at here. We'll see what comes out of it. I do have a good hot dog review though. That
really?
I got
From where?
So.
When are we doing this?
A little golf course we played at this weekend. Undisclosed. I can't release the location just yet. It's one of those I can't release it until I've got the video up. They wanted me to keep it under wraps. I'll just say it wasn't located in South Pittsburgh, Tennessee. How about that?
Okay.
That'll be coming up soon in the near future. Maybe here there's a par 3 routing happening in a week or so at this sleazy little spot in South Pittsburgh. We'll see if they hold up to that. So the Houston Open, another snoozer. I literally thought that we were going to see Scotty Scheffler walk away with 3 in a row. I mean, if he walked away and Nelly walks away, each with 3 in a row, it's rigged at that point. I think that they said you just gotta miss the putt. I mean, and the putt that he missed on 18. I don't know if you were watching or not. You're probably pre-gaming for the for the B-ball, but the putt that he missed on 18. I mean, he should have made that. Should have made.
I saw it. Yeah, I saw it on the replay. But yeah,
I couldn't believe it. Hey, heading into this week though, when we get to the Texas Open, I don't want to do it. Don't want to do it, Dan. But there's a guy that we might have to pick him this week as a winner.
Oh,
we might have to. I know.
You don't want
I don't want to pick him, but I think it might be time. He's definitely we're going to load him up in some lineups. That's for sure. He's definitely going in.
Okay. I'm looking forward to it.
So they're closing it out in Texas this week, and Live, by the way, they're heading to Miami, heading to Doral.
So let me ask you this. So the
Trump's
last 2 weeks,
place.
let me ask you this. Yeah, we'll get to that 1 second. So if we go back to the last 2 events, let's see. I'm gonna get the official names for you real quick. It's a little strange. So it's the Texans Children's Houston Open, Texas Children's,
Texas Children,
Houston Open.
Yep.
And then this week's the Valero Texas Open.
Yep.
Like, do you have to put Texas in everything down there? Is it like tequila? Like you have to brand it some way or something? Should it be should the tournament in North Carolina be called the North Carolina Open or something?
I think that's what they're going to call the basketball tournament from this point forward. I mean, it's Texas. It's I mean, they're like one vote away from seceding from the union. So they said it's they do it their way. It's branded. Yeah, it's branded. It's Texas.
So you're gonna call like it's gonna be the Tour Georgia Championship?
I mean, there is Augusta's in the title. I mean, it's
Well, I'm talking about the Tour Championship, East Lake kind of thing. Well, yeah, the Masters at Georgia.
maybe could
put Tejas on everything.
They do things different in Texas.
Okay, all right. I'll accept.
Bigger and better. Bigger and better.
Okay. Yeah.
They'll be back and yeah, I feel like it's going to be called Texas. They're announcing their I mean if you're from Texas, you're a fan of Texas. You really like it. I mean, even Jimmy Walker's showing up for the tournament this week, for crying out loud.
Still Austin, Texas bourbon.
Still Austin, Texas bourbon. Balcones, Texas whiskey. Tito's. Is there any coincidence that Tito's starts with a T?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Tito's Texas vodka. I can support this. The Georgia Masters.
The Georgia.
Yeah, I think there's something there. I think Live Florida.
Live Florida. That's right. Well, it's great. It is.
It does say Live Miami.
Live Miami. All right. Interesting. Jay.
You really caught on to something here. I see what's happening. I see this.
Yeah. So Miami, you're on the way to Miami. Yes, that's interesting.
Right? Maybe they just don't want to confuse you, and they don't want you to wind up in Miami. If you're meaning to go to Texas for the PGA event, they want to make sure that you know that it's in Texas. They don't want you to wind up in Miami for a golf event that is not the PGA event that's happening in Texas.
Good point. It's a damn good point. I will not be confused. Not anymore.
Not anymore. The record has been set straight. Okay. Speaking of Miami and Live and announcements, did you see the teaser that was leaked? It's the David Faherty interview with Anthony Kim.
I'm looking forward to this. I did not see it until you told me about it a little while, like earlier today, but I mean,
so there's like a little minute and a half teaser out there, and I'll drop some of the tidbits on you. So there's not a spoiler, because this is what they released. So this is what they want you to see. And it's deep just in the teaser, man, which I mean, that's the reason teasers are what they are. But he's basically asking him, what about your crew? Do you still have your crew? He's nope. Can 98% of them. He was very exact too on the number, by the way. 98% of them, not anymore. Now he said they're not real scumbags, but then he followed it up with, you just never know what kind of snakes are living under your roof. I don't. And I thought that was interesting. Says he was blackmailed. They were always trying to pull some kind of scheme on him. He said, when you're 25, you don't know what you're doing, and you're not schooled in the ways of the world. You're not street smart yet. He then followed it up and said,
biopics. Well, we need we need to write this screenplay.
I love it.
This is a Tarantino movie.
It is a Tarantino.
The roof, like snakes on a plane, blackmail.
It's like
Desperado. you know?
He said even when you're 30, you still don't have your street smarts about you.
This is
And
like a
people are
cross
trying to pull
between
a fast one.
Desperado and From Dusk Till Dawn, all that stuff all combined with the golf theme.
I thought it was going to be like I do like the Tarantino play. It's
Mm-hmm.
they did say Happy Gilmore 2 was coming out.
Mm-hmm.
I, I,
Well, it's too
I
happy for this. This is not happy. This is Desperado. Like, not like these class acts you got over here.
no,
No,
dude,
no,
no,
no, no, no.
these are some real sleazebags,
Real
I tell you,
scumbags,
real scumbags.
snakes in the roof
Oh
kind
yeah.
of guys. You know what I mean?
I'm looking forward. I tell you, the interesting part is I mean, this was video, right? So you could see it, and he's talking about it, and they've got the video on him, and it's like, whoa, wow.
Yeah, it's a
And
little.
and HD, it's kind of like looking at me on video. If you're
I
just
know.
listening to this on the pod, you wouldn't be watching me. But
Yep.
if you found your way over to YouTube, then you'd be watching. You'd know Dan picked up a NC State Wolfpack hat, and he left the tag on it so he could return it.
Right.
Some alumni you are, Dan.
I get to return it. Like, we got to finish the pod up. I think that Foot Locker closes at 8. So
No, we'll get it wrapped up before then.
that's a joke.
You're
That's a
safe.
joke. That's a joke.
You're safe. You're safe. But yeah, I think this is gonna be juicy. I think once again, advantage live. I don't know that they're advantaged on the golf course, but I think they're definitely advantaged in the headlines. And this Anthony Kim story, when it comes out, I think people are going to want to hear it. I like it. I think there's a it doesn't have to be a true story, but it could be based on true events.
Hmm. Hmm.
What do you think about this?
I'm looking forward to it. I want to hear the story. Hey, he's played what, 3 events now or 2 events? I think 3, right?
3, I think, yeah.
And has shown improvement in each
He's
one.
played
Yeah,
fine. Yeah.
he's played better. I mean, he shot like a 66 the last round out, I thought,
Yeah.
right? So it's a good story. Hey, if he's a hell of a player. We all know that it takes the tournaments to get back, you know. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, it's a good play. Hey, Liv's doing a lot of good things for golf. I mean, golf's in really rough shape. We pick on Monahan a lot. He deserves every bit of it. But overall, they're doing some good things too. So if they can get Rory on their side, which there's a 10% chance he's going to come.
It's allegedly.
No, he
Allegedly.
said there's a 10% chance.
Once you hit double digits, I feel like you've really got something to talk
I
about here.
feel like when he says there's a 10% chance that I will join Live, it's his way of telling the Live people 10% more.
Bump it up.
10% more on that deal, and we got to
Bump it up. Bump it up.
Yep.
I threw the number out there for a reason.
Yep.
He's moving Poppy back to Europe. So there you go.
Yep.
Speaking of Live and the Masters, the Georgia Open.
Yep.
I guess this is the Georgia Invitational. It's not the Georgia Invitational.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see who just got an invitation?
You're quizzing me today.
I am quizzing you today, seeing if the chat GPT is working.
Whoever it is going to get to the Final Four.
I wouldn't. I think I feel like he's going to make Taylor Gooch. Taylor Gooch.
Really? Wow, I did not see that today.
I thought it was yesterday, but unless it was an April Fool's joke, and I didn't. I mean, there was a lot of noise, so I don't think it was.
I will check the Masters.
I'm telling you, I think it's legit. I think Taylor Gooch got an invitation to the Masters. They, what did they say? They said they felt like they'd be doing the field a disservice if they didn't invite.
I don't see him on here, but okay.
I'm telling you, I think this is a true story.
I'm on the Masters website, so
allegedly. I don't think it's fake news.
Okay.
Now I'm not afraid to spread a little to get the rumor mill started, if you know what I mean. Hold that thought then. I thought you were going to be up to snuff on this and you were going to be able to give me the
I don't know all fake news.
I don't know if I believe that or not. I'm telling you, it's a real deal. This came out. This is a true story. True story. Uh, I don't
I'm
think this
seeing stuff
is.
on here. I just don't know if I believe it.
I'm telling you, it's a real deal. Is it too early to make the wager?
I don't see it
You should.
on the Masters website yet, so definitely gonna wait on for him to be on the Masters website before I put any capital on it.
This is gonna happen. Maybe it's not gonna happen. Could be an April Fool's joke.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, they're so real these days. I mean, how do you know?
you don't, you got me. I had to look at.
Okay, here you go. So I'm gonna quote. This is from My Golf Spy. Could be an April Fool's joke, but it says, and I quote from Ridley. In this case, we felt the integrity of our event was at stake. Not inviting Taylor Gooch would have forced us to officially add an asterisk to our storied tournament, forever putting a stain on the accomplishment of our champion. I think it's definitely an April Fool's joke. I don't think he's going to be there.
You're walking it back now.
I don't think he's going to. I think this is. I think this somebody's having fun at our leisure, but maybe not. I could be wrong.
Hey, I'm all about fun. That's what we're all about.
I'm all about fun, and I like the fact that they dropped it out there. I can support this. I can get behind it, and I can support it.
Yeah, good one.
I think he's going to be there, but maybe not.
You think he's going to be there? He still believes it.
I'm gullible. I'm the kind of guy that believes the. I want to believe the fake news. I mean, I want him to play. I want him to be there. So. And if they extended an invitation to him, you think if they got Anthony Kim coming as an alternate?
Yeah.
I think he still holds the birdie record for in around there. So
Oh
hey,
yeah, he does.
Yeah. Stranger things can happen.
Exactly.
What else is happening in the world of golf? It's
we got two good tournaments this week. I mean, everybody's prepping. Do you think these guys are like we can get into it here in a minute, but are these guys gunning for it, or are they just kind of like wanting this just to be out there and loosening up, or are they gunning, they wanting to win this week?
Well, I think there's a lot of people that aren't going to make it to the Masters that are trying to win this week.
Okay, that at the PGA for sure.
Yeah,
but
at
PGA.
PGA.
Your Roars and Spieths, are they gunning, or are they just kind of warming up?
I got no money on Rory this week. I think this is just a warm up. Spieth's won here twice before, so I think that this could be. I think Spieth as a you'll appreciate this, as a recent Texas native and current resident, won back-to-back championships. What if Spieth is trying to go back-to-back? What if he's trying to win the Valero Texas Open and the Georgia Golf Invitational back-to-back?
Good point.
Could be a thing.
Good point. Yeah, but no, it's been kind of a quiet week though. Other than, I mean, I guess basketball kind of took over, so it's all about Scotty and Nelly, and this week's gonna be fun down there in Doral. So it's good times. I guess we're gonna come. Are we coming at the listeners later this week, like Friday, Saturday, with the next pod? Because I think all of our master stuff will be up, right?
It should be. Yeah. I think we'll be
We'll
up.
go live on Thursday or Friday.
Yeah, and I think I've got some engagements next week, so we'll still drop something next week. But yeah, I think we'll do an early release.
Yeah.
Let's see who. We'll cover that next week. I was just looking to see if there's a few people that are this week, because like Billy Horschel, he's not invited this year as of yet. He needs a win. What about Ben On? Is Ben on? Is he Ben On is playing, so he's in. All right, I'll look at that in a sec. But yeah, so there's a few people that are playing for a little more than just a win at the Valero Texas Open this week. And that's the way I would look at it. Um, hey, if you can take Sergio Garcia to miss the cut at the Masters right now, if that's plus money, I think that might be a good bet. Hadn't seen or heard much out of Sergio. I think he's maybe falling a little by the wayside.
The only thing I got in the golf world is Rory asked Shane to be his partner at Zurich.
Oh, he did. I did see that.
During a drunken lunch that they had together after the Ryder Cup.
I love this. So, well, hold on. So is Rory actually is he gonna stay true to the word? I mean, is the invitation still stand, or is this just kidding, I was drunk?
No, the invitation stands. Like, he was serious. And they're going to be partners at the Zurich, which is cool. And I love the way it was all came about, that they were having a drunken lunch. I mean, we love this. After the Ryder,
I love it. I love a drunken lunch.
Yeah.
Any a drunken breakfast. I mean, I'll take I like it all. I think this is all great.
It's like a very Mad Men kind of thing to do. Maybe they call it like Mad Laddies, something like that. Right? Yeah, Mad Laddies. Yeah.
I'm just skimming through through the list here to see who's in and who's got. There's a guy, Jasper Stubbs is playing. I don't know about old Jasper Stubbs. Never met him before. I get Jasper Stubbs on the show. Just that name alone. I think he's affiliated with the guy that owns the barbecue sauce.
Probably.
I like that. Probably from Texas.
He'll let you know.
There is a Jasper, Texas, by the way. There's a Jasper, Georgia, also, just in case. I think I'll be heading up to Bentry, by the way, to here in the near future. I got an invitation from a friend of the show, so we'll let you know how that goes. I'll get some good videos. Hadn't played Bentry before, so it should be a good one.
Nice.
All right, are we ready to? I got some other stuff to talk about, but let's get this Texas stuff out of the way. I know you're. I know you're chomping at the bit to talk more about Texas.
I am.
All right, let's see here. So we're playing at the Oaks at TPC San Antonio. This just it gets me every time. Not only is it a Greg Norman designed course, it's a Greg Norman designed course. And Sergio had some input along the way in this thing. So basically, everyone that's not allowed to play on the PGA Tour built this golf course, and we're still showing up and playing here. I don't know, maybe Olive Branch. I don't know how to take this. One of the harder and longer courses on tour. It's kind of boring, but 7,400, almost 7,500 yards, par 72. If it's all going to be dependent on the weather and the wind. Here's the thing. So it has been. So when making lineups, we're going to do one tonight for fun, but when making lineups, you should take a look at the weather, what's happening in the AM, what's happening in the PM. If the wind kicks up, it's definitely going to play. It's going to play tough, given it's a long golf course. Greens. The reason a lot of folks are showing up this week is it's the greens are a good warm up for Augusta, if you will. I think some of the people that have played well here also play well at Augusta, so that's a takeaway when creating. And yeah, let's see past champions. So Dan, make some notes. Past champions: Corey Connors, JJ Spawn, Jordan Spieth, Corey Connors, Andrew Landry, Kevin Chappell, Charlie Hoffman, Jimmy Walker. I'll stop. That's back through 2015. Even though I think Marty Laird's still in the field this week. I think Brendan Steele's in the field. He's a winner here. Adam Scott's a winner here. I think that's 2010s when they moved here. Zach Johnson's won here a couple times back to back. So not unusual to have some back-to-back winners. Some notables and runner-ups: Sam Stevens, Matt Jones, Matt Kuchar, Charlie Hoffman again. So back-to-back runner. I say back-to-back. They skipped 20, but 19 and 21. Who else is in here? Patrick Reed's played good here. Brooks Koepka, Jordan Spieth was runner-up a couple years before he won. Rory McIlroy was runner-up here. So here's my question to you is, and there's kind of a mixed field, right? The one Texas name that you didn't hear or you won't hear me mention and or be in a lineup is Scotty Scheffler this week. So there's kind of a way of thinking, right? And do you want to, when do you want your warm up pre-major to be? Do you want to play, take a week off and then major, meaning Augusta, or the Georgia Invitational, as you like to call it? Or do you want to play the week before? And again, this course was kind of set, or this tournament and course were kind of set up for the kind of a warm up for Augusta. So I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, well, Liv set this up just before the Masters, right? So I'm kind of leaning that playing, and I'm foreshadowing into next week and who we're going to pick. But I'm leaning into, well, maybe the week before is the way to go because there's a lot of names that are playing this week that play well at Augusta. Both live.
I think you're right. I think it's the week before. I think you get in that momentum. You get moving. You're not thinking about it all week. It's just more, get that form set and get moving. Yeah, I like the week. I like the week of, the week before.
The week before. Yep. So do I. All right. Well, let's head over to our friends at Fantasy National for the Valero Texas Open, as you like to call it, Dan.
That's right.
And let's see where we're going to start. I'm out on Rory this week. I'm out on Rory next week also. Just so you know. Just so you know. Now, I mean, hey, you can convince me. Too much noise. I got no Rory. I don't think I need to start in the $10,000 range in creating a lineup. If you think we need to, you'll have to tell me why.
Well, Hideki's a great play, right? But I mean, he's expensive. So T6 at the Players, T12 at API, won the Genesis. I mean, he's been playing great golf. He is certainly in a lineup next week for sure. For me, where do you expect him to be priced next week? Like $8,600?
McIlroy?
No, Matsuyama.
No, Hideki. Yeah. I think he'll be in the $9,000 range.
Like 9,300.
Yeah, I think mid to low 90. I mean, if he is, I think he's completely mispriced. I mean, he is the Masters champion, so I don't know. You want Hideki in this week?
We'll come back to it. He's strong. He's playing strong. He's expensive. I mean, Aberg. I mean, good Lord, right? These guys they're awesome. Now, Morikawa, I think that's mispriced. I think that's a little high for Morikawa here, right? 10,100. He should easily be 9,800, I think. I'm not saying that Max should be above him. I just don't think he should be in the $10,000 range. I don't like the form.
Yeah, nor do I. And nobody else does either. He's projected at 6% ownership, by the way. So Rory's projected
at right there, right? It's just a name thing.
Yeah, Rory's projected at 8%.
Got to play that.
If he is going to be at 8% owned, I mean, that's a play for me, dog.
I know.
I know. I mean, right? I mean, if he's really going to be single-digit ownership, don't you have to play Rory?
I think you do.
This week, I'm saying.
I know. Yeah, I'm saying yes.
Let's see.
You asked me to convince you, and I convinced you.
T19 at the Players, T21, T20. We got to play. I mean, I think we just put him in. If we need to move him out, we can move him out.
We'll take him 6 times.
Ooh, that's eating into the budget.
You want to do a lineup? Where you want to start?
Yeah, I think we start with Rory. I mean, it's if he is going to remain at single-digit ownership, how do we not start him? He hasn't played here before, but I mean, he plays well at Augusta.
All right, throw him in there. Let's just throw him in. Let's just do one lineup here, and if we have to, we'll do it over again. All right. Way to go, Cal. Now our average player left 7,500.
Yeah, this ain't gonna work out. I think let's go ahead and back him out. It ain't gonna work.
Back it up.
I don't because
where do you want to start?
So I want to start at 90. I almost want to start at 9,200. I definitely want to start at 9,000.
Okay.
I think Ben on, he's projected at sub 15%, and he's ball striking's good, putter's coming around. I think Ben on is a place to start.
I agree.
Nobody's playing Tony Fleetwood.
I'm on it.
I mean,
Yep.
Everything looks fine.
Yep. I agree.
Number, I mean, yeah. I don't know. You want to come back to him? Because
I'm good
I
for it if you're good for it, but we can come back. We'll take him out. Let's take him out. Yeah. All right.
what about Mr. T7 last week? Just below at $8,900.
I watched him quite a bit this weekend, and I liked it. I don't
I
like
think
I don't like the waggle stuff, but I mean he's playing good golf, so
he
yeah.
is playing good golf. I think he's a play. And
I,
he's played T7,
and
T
I want to play him just so you can bitch about him next week. Like I can't believe I picked that guy.
Oh, don't you get him in there then.
I had down 4 Negronis
Get
on 9 alone.
get him in. Get him in. Get
How
him
many
in.
Negronis for the first 9, Cal? 9.
Well, a few. I'm making them in batches now, so they're really hard to measure. All right. So I don't know. Aaron Rye, I think Aaron Rye's playing good golf. I think this is a field where he competes at. He was also, I think he was T7 or T10 or better last week. He's T28 and T29 here and 23 and 22.
All right, I like it.
Let's see what his ownership was. Aaron
Want
Rye.
to go Oshke?
Let's see ownership. So their ownership sits about the same. I mean, I can twice it. I can take both of those guys and be happy with it.
I mean, Oshke's been playing some pretty good golf. Yeah.
Unless
Look at the
unless
floor.
you unless you want to drop down to 7,500 at 5% ownership and take a
Well,
Bo Hostler.
well, hold
Yeah, I'm
on.
looking.
How much has Oshke played here before?
I well T46 last year.
Okay, let's go on down.
Missed the cut. 2 years before that. So Bo Hostler, T46, T4, T69, T36, T51. I think Bo Hostler's playing good golf. I think Bo Hostler over Akshay is the play.
Okay. I like it. Looking at it here, it's good. Yep. All right, so we got 8,400 left on the average. So we got, you want
Okay.
to, what do you
So
want to go?
Charlie Hoffman just kills here. If you remember back in February, Charlie Hoffman was in contention, and we were both rooting on Chuck in his tiger shirt. No, shark shirt. Chuck in his shark shirt
Yep.
to
Yep.
win that trashy tournament out in Arizona.
Horses for courses, I think we play Hoffman. I'm with you. We watched him compete against, I think, Speed, other guys right here. It's just like his favorite. Yep. Yep.
And at $6,400, he's 5% ownership. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
All right, so that gives us a little juice here, but I don't think we have to go all the way to the top.
I don't think so.
And
he's gonna win now.
which one?
Well, Morikawa, we're not gonna pick him, so he's gonna win.
Yeah, he probably is going to win. Matt Kuchar plays really good here. We haven't seen much of Matt Kuchar. Haven't seen much of the Cooch.
No, but you got a lot of money here, where if you're gonna pick Cooch, I think we need to take somebody out and see how high we can get.
So listen, Cooch is single digit ownership.
Yeah, I'm good with Cooch. So
2023, hold on. He went T3, T2, T12, and T7.
If you go Cooch, you take Horseshoe out, you can get McIlroy.
Let's look at it. Let's look and see what we got. All right, so we take Cooch. We cannot get oh, I see what you're saying.
Take Horseshoe out.
Well, hold on. Why wouldn't we take Matsuyama here?
You can take Matsuyama. You said you'd like Roy because of the ownership.
Well, yeah, that's true. I do. We could take Benny on out.
Okay, so I'm putting Horseshoe back in.
Maybe let's try that and see what that looks like. So if we take Rory,
If you take Ben on, you still can get Rory.
what if you take Horschel out?
No, if you take Ben on out. Ben on out.
I got on out. I got Rory. Now we're at $8,200.
In my lineup, I've got Aaron Rye, McIlroy, Kuchar, Hostler, Horschel, and Hoffman, and I've still got $400 left.
Say it again.
I've got Hoffman,
Yeah,
Horschel,
yeah.
Hostler, Kuchar, McIlroy, and Rye.
Oh, I don't have. Okay, I took Rye out. Sorry. Um, I do have 400 left. I don't. I mean, that's not bad.
It's not bad. Let's go to Rye down here at 7,800 and see if it's worth. I'm not saying we need to spend it. I'm just saying, is it worth opting up?
So if we do, I mean, like Seabass would be interesting. You liked Akshay? I could go there. I don't know. Are they playing any better than Aaron Rye is?
I don't know. I
Uh,
don't think so.
let's see. What do we look like? Um,
I think
I
we're
mean,
good.
Bill, we got to keep Horschel in here. I
We have
just
him in,
think
don't we?
that's
Yeah, we got him in there. Yeah,
yeah. We got him in. Yeah, I'm saying I
we're
think
good.
I think
I think
he
we're good.
stays. Who was your final? Aaron Rye?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think we're good.
I never took him out. Yeah.
All right. So what do you want to do on a one and done? Who do you like?
Um, Horschel or on? Benny on?
I think it's one of the two.
I think you
Yeah.
could bet on. I mean, look at that trajectory. But just
I
besides the miscut, you know.
I'm not yeah, and that was at the players that play. I mean, I don't know that you can really anchor to that necessarily.
Yeah.
I'm with you. All right, so on's our guy. I like it. Oh, by the way, with the chasing your tail guys over there. But I've been playing our DraftKings lineup in that one too, so it's been working out okay. Okay, we've had a lot of Scotty Scheffler in there. I can tell you that, which has been good for us. So
Good. All right.
middle of the pack. We're not out of it yet.
All right. Let me give a couple bets here. Top 20. Let's go. Horschel's plus 165. Ben on plus 170. I just need to take that, huh?
I think so. Yeah. And I think I'd back it with a, can you go to like a T10? T10 or better?
Let me do that instead.
No. I think you bet Ben on to win and back it with a T10 or better.
Well, this is a T20.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
This is a
Then that
T20. T20 is at plus 170. So
absolutely. Yeah. No, yeah, you're good.
yeah. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see what else that's juicy here.
Juicy, he says.
Yeah. You like Bo Hostler at plus 230 for a top 20.
Yes, I sure do. Of course I do.
Yeah. And let's see who else. Oh, well, we should probably go for Charlie Hoffman. I bet he's going to have some serious odds down here for a top 20.
Oh, he should. Yeah.
Where's the hot? There he is, plus 450 for a top 20.
Absolutely. That bet of the week right there. Bet of the week, T20 or better. Don't hassle the Hoff.
All right, that's good. Should we bet any live or no? No.
Well, I mean,
Let's
if you're
read you some odds. Let me read you some odds. Oh, hold on. All right. Live Golf Miami.
who do we got? Talk to me.
How about this? A Cam Smith top 10 is plus 120.
Mm,
No, don't like it.
what about what do you got for Jocko?
Oh, he's up top. So top 5 plus 170.
I mean, it's as good as a Ben on at T20.
All right, did that one. Terrell, top 10 plus 120.
Do you get anything any deeper?
Deeper, gotta go deeper.
What about Gooch? Where's Gooch sitting?
He's here. He's here. I got Gooch for top 5 at plus 275. I know. Not exactly property. Koepka top 5 plus 350. Well, here's one. Answer top 5 plus 500.
Ooh, I like that. Yep.
I like that.
Yeah, playing good. He's hitting a lot of fairways. Playing resort course. Good. I like that.
All right, that's good. Good deal.
So I talked about this a lot last week. On to more important and exciting things. Talked about this a lot last week. We talked about Roadhouse.
Yeah, we did talk about Roadhouse.
So there's 2 things that are still proving true. I've yet to find anyone that has, I mean, in fact, I've talked to a lot of people that they didn't even finish the movie. They're like, it was that bad. I didn't even finish it. I just turned it off. I changed the channel. It's not that good. Likewise, I've yet to find anyone to finish a glass of Traveler whiskey. I mean, Dan, I try to find the good in everything.
I've seen commercials for Traveler's whiskey.
What did they say about it?
Well, it's Chris Stapleton. I mean, he's like, yeah, it's no whiskey and all that, that kind of stuff. I'm like, well, Cal says it sucks.
It's not that good. It's not that good. I've yet to find anyone to say anything positive about either of the 2 things. Everyone has said, I'll drink the Buffalo Trace and I'll just watch the old Roadhouse. Like ain't nothing wrong with the old stuff. I don't need the new stuff.
Yep.
So that's I don't know if that's discouraging or not, but I'm not very happy about that.
Yeah,
that's those are 2. Those are 2 of I love those 2 things, and they just totally kind of like this podcast, Dan. It underdelivered.
Yep.
Every time. Every time I've tried it, underdelivers.
Yep.
What else is anything else that's coming out? I know we talked about Happy Gilmore a little bit. We don't have any more details on that, so we don't. Oh, Beetlejuice! You see, Beetlejuice 2 is coming out.
I did not. When
yeah. I don't know when it's coming out. I don't know if they've even started recording yet, but they gave it a nod and they said yes, it's going to happen. However, I don't know if Winona Ryder is going to be able to be in. She still have an ankle bracelet on. I don't know if she can participate in the movie, depending on where they film. Could be a thing. Yeah, I don't know what else is what else is happening. What are we tuning into?
Weekend. I watched Dave Attell, Hot Cross Buns, comedy special on Netflix.
How'd he do?
Oh, he's fantastic. So good. So good. So good.
Well, has he got like a little skull cap on underneath there or something?
I guess so. I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't want to mess his hair up. It was cold in the building. I mean, they've got a lot of jackets on. You would think they must be using those LED lights, because up on stage with all those lights pointing at you, you think he'd be sweating up there, all that moving around and nervous energy.
Yeah, you think so. But I'll tell you,
so
he's a big joke teller. So he's not long form. He doesn't do like long stories. So the special is like 40 minutes. It should be an hour, 40 minutes. He's like boom, 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 like Rodney style, and then he's out, So
when you say Rodney style, like Dangerfield,
yeah, joke teller.
Yeah, I like it.
Everybody today, like Chappelle, that's just Chappelle and all these guys. They're all
yeah, it's a story. Everything kind of intertwines.
Storyteller, yeah.
Everything intertwines and entangles itself with the story. Yeah. So this David Attell piece that you were watching, I mean, were you rolling in the floor, or was it just like, that was funny?
I was like, that's pretty fucking funny. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So it's worth a watch, you're saying?
Yeah.
Any memorable jokes that you can tell on air?
Well, you commented on his attire, and
yes.
one of the taste of the humor. One of the first jokes he says is, hey, listen, everybody. I know I look like I run my own escape room, but y'all are free to leave anytime you want.
Okay, all right, I got you. Did he look hot and uncomfortable on stage?
No, no, he didn't.
No.
This guy's he's a legend. He's been at it for like, forever, 30, 40 years.
Yeah.
New York comedy. And he doesn't want to be a big comic, but it was some funny stuff.
It's kind of like the show. We don't want to be a big podcast. We don't want people like chasing us down and asking us for pictures and autographs every time we're out. I feel it. I feel him. I know exactly where he's coming from.
Exactly. Let's see what else is coming out. Curb's wrapping up pretty soon. Maybe it was already wrapped up. I got last night's to watch still.
I think I did see. I think Larry David was on some kind of morning show today, so I think it was kind of the last. That send it on home. Send it on home, Larry D.
Seinfeld's movie's coming out pretty soon on Netflix about Pop-Tarts. So that could be interesting.
We'll see about that. We'll see.
Oh, last week on Stern, got to hear the Black Crowes. They got a new album out. Damn good.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it like old school Black Crowes?
Yeah, it sounds like old school Black Crowes.
Like Southern rock, like Jealous Again, kind of.
It actually sounds like one of their old songs, like all mashed up, but it's damn good. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Did any smack on the show?
I don't know if they record everything with the camera.
Did you hear any torches get fired up in the back?
Well, so they did the new song, which is a good one. They did one of their old ones, the Remedy.
Yeah.
And then they covered Hey, what can I do? Zeppelin, because they toured with Jimmy Page.
They did that too. I mean, they've covered that before. He sang it with them. Yeah.
Yeah, they toured with Page for the entire summer.
Yeah.
They actually have a box set coming out next year again with the Zeppelin stuff and the Black Crowes stuff, because I guess the first one just had the Zeppelin stuff on it. And then the other thing in music news is Slash has a new album coming out this summer.
What?
Yeah, Slash does, and he's doing that Santana kind of thing where he's singing with Chris Robertson, he's singing with Chris Stapleton and Billy Gibbons.
Okay, all right,
all these guys, and it sounds pretty damn good too.
Ringo Starr's all-star band.
It's a blues album, and the first song I heard was I forget the name of it. It was an old Fleetwood Mac song written by one of the original founders of Fleetwood Mac, or maybe the founder of Fleetwood Mac, but not Mick, one of the other guys. Yeah.
Lindsey Buckingham.
No, none of those guys. None of the guys that are still in it. Yeah. But it was good.
It was good. All right. And were the brothers, were both brothers there? Were both brother Robinsons there?
Oh yeah.
For the Crows.
Oh yeah. And they're touring. They'll be in your neck of the woods soon. Yeah.
Was Gorman playing drums? Is Gorman drumming?
No, I don't.
No, the book sealed the deal for Gorman. Hey?
Yeah, I don't think there's nothing there. I don't think he's there. I didn't think he was there. I don't know. But yeah, that's cool. Do you go Black Crowes or do you go Blackberry Smoke?
Oof. I mean, they're so like interchangeable.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess growing up, I would say Black Crowes. The Black Crowes were kind of non-existent, and Blackberry Smoke came on. I think I go Black Crowes. I think they're. I mean, maybe because I've listened to it longer, but I think I lean. I mean, if I have to, I think I'm going to lean Black Crowes, especially if they got new jam out. I mean,
they have a new jam out. You should go on YouTube and check out some of the interview with Stern. They talked about how they're big friends. They were big friends with Don Rickles and all kinds of stuff. Pretty cool stuff.
Yeah. Did they look sober?
They looked old.
Yeah. Well, we're not getting any younger, that's for sure.
Well, they were worn down.
But they performed on the show, right?
Yeah, they were last week. They were in the Sirius XM the Nashville, Tennessee studios, and I don't know where that was. You think he was down in Florida or somewhere, but yeah, they were. It was live simulcast.
Yeah, and he sounded. I mean, as good as. I mean, it just still sounded like Chris Robinson.
It sounded good. It was real good.
I feel like that's once you got that voice, I feel like it's a voice you just don't really lose that. It's kind of just you got it right. I mean, it just kind of hangs around.
Yeah, and he told some stories from back in the day that I was like, wow, that's like a real. I listened to a lot of the interviews with them over the years, but there was some stuff about them meeting David Crosby and singing at the Whiskey back in, '93 or whatever. And then all of a sudden it's on an album, and it's just like, what? This is strange. There's strange stuff, but fun stuff. Yeah. And I looked it up, and he's on the damn album in 1993. Yeah. So there you go.
Crosby was?
No. So they had met Crosby somewhere at a hotel, and Crosby's like, "Well, we're playing the Whiskey tomorrow night. You should come on." So he went over there and met him. And David goes, "Hey, you want to sing a couple tunes?" And he's like, "No, no, 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 no. We're just here just to hang out." This is when they're like one of their first.
This is the heyday, yeah,
heyday.
Yeah,
well, their first couple of years of the first album, right? Like
Right.
'93. They're just breaking, right? I think it was '93. And then so he ended up singing some songs, and it was on the live album of Crosby's from that year. Like he sang "I Almost Cut My Hair" with Crosby on that album. It's like, wow,
Really?
yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, I have it right here. Let me see what album. What album was it? What album was it? It was called "It's All Coming Back to Me Now," and it was released.
Okay. Yeah.
It was recorded in '93 and released in '95. There you go.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely know. I definitely know that one. I like it. I'll have to go check it out.
Yeah, some good tunes, man. Good stuff.
The best I got is Charlie Crockett's coming to Atlanta in I think it's late June. So I'm gonna go check that out.
Is that
June.
the what's it called tour? Is that the $10
Yes, the
tour?
$10 Cowboy Tour. Yeah.
$10 Cowboy Tour? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Is it really
that's
$10?
within walking distance from the house. So I'll
Is
definitely
it really
make it there.
$10?
I don't know. No, I don't. I wouldn't. I mean, I hope it is. I hope they got media passes, is what I hope.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Is Willie coming this year to Atlanta? He's coming to Raleigh.
he is. Yeah, they're doing the whole the outlaw tour kind of thing. Yeah,
Is Dylan with them?
Dylan is well as of right now he's scheduled to be. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm looking at the lineup for that, and
Yeah.
I'm like, shit, man, there could be like that. Like seriously, by the time they make it to the end of that thing, there could be like a lot of the tour could be a lot shorter, and or some people may have to sing a lot more songs than they intended to.
My uncle we were doing Easter last night, and he was telling me the lineup coming to Raleigh. He's like, "Oh, it's Mellencamp and Dylan and Willie," and I'm like, I said, "When is it?" He goes, "It's in June." I said, "You
They
think
may not make it.
Dylan's going to come to Raleigh in June and leave Malibu?" I don't know.
May not make it.
I'm not leaving Malibu in June to come to Raleigh.
So here's my I love some Willie Nelson, right?
I know.
And it's been a few years since I've seen him. And the last time I saw him, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna probably elect to go and spend my money elsewhere because at this point, I don't mean it with any disrespect, right? But
yeah, right.
yeah, and like it's it's a challenge, and rightfully so. I mean, shit, I couldn't get up there and do it, much like one song, much less try and do any of that. But it's good to see that he's still doing it. It's good to see that he's still carrying on. But it's hard. Let me tell you this: and I probably said it on this show dozens of times. If you don't know the song "Will the Circle Be Unbroken," you damn sure will by the time you leave a Willie Nelson concert because like mid strum when it gets like where do we go now? I mean, it just goes straight back to will the circle. Yeah, it just goes straight back to it, man. And it's like it could be on repeat for the whole time. So I may not make that one. So
what Cal's saying is when Willie comes to town, he may be at the Rusty Spur.
I'll definitely be there. I'll be there for sure. Yeah, I think the Charlie Crockett one's going to be I think it's called Atlanta East or something like that. So it's just down the street. We tried to go in there. That's the place we tried to go.
They have a good restaurant right around there.
Allegedly, yeah.
Allegedly,
but they close early, so
especially on Monday.
Yeah. They don't. Sometimes they don't have. You have to eat in the dark. It's a guess what you're eating kind of menu.
Oh, good stuff, man. Yeah, it's fun times.
Guess what you're eating kind of menu. I haven't been back there since, by the way, but Terminal West, I think, is the name of the place that we try to get into. I think that's what it is. So yeah, I got to see if they got any. Oh, so I didn't tell you this one. I know we got to wrap it up, but we got a trip heading to California coming up in a month or so. So it's I got to figure out where we're going. We're trying to go to. We're trying to play Sandpiper. We're trying to play the River Course. We're trying to go to Star Lane Vineyards. We're trying to go to Gainey Vineyards, and we're trying to go to Rideau Vineyards. It's outside of Santa Barbara in the Younts Valley, which I thought was kind of, I guess it's a California thing because I know where Yountville is, and this place is called Younts. So I thought that was interesting the way that the naming conventions. Not to be confused with anything California. No California involved. It just you'd probably be surprised. But yeah, so we're going to try and get do some wine tasting. We're going to do we're going to get some golf in. So it should be a fun event, I think.
That's a fun trip right there, man. Santa Barbara County wineries and your sideways tour and all that. There you go. Yeah.
It should be. We'll see how it goes, but fingers crossed.
Jeff Parker and Andrew Murray and all your
pals. Yes.
Yep.
However, I did hear Santa Barbara was kind of one of the guys that's going to be meeting us out there. He was really dogging out Santa Barbara. He said, all the homeless people but he's kind of high maintenance anyway. So I could stay at the Windmill. Is that where they were at?
And I think that's the name of the hotel they were at in the movie. Yeah. But no, there's not home. You'll be fine. In wine country, there won't be any. There will be probably downtown Santa Barbara, sure.
I mean, do you know where I live?
No, I'm just saying, like, if you're out in wine country, you're not going to see that stuff.
No, but I'm just saying, do you know where I live in general? I mean, do you think I'm afraid of a homeless person?
No.
And I saw Dixie and I saw Minnie today.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, I don't even know if they're homeless. They're more like residents. They just reside outside. Starting to give them names and such.
Good stuff. That'll be a good trip, man. That's a fun trip right there. That's exciting.
It is. Yeah, we'll have to talk some more about that. And then there's some people that are going to want to come on the show and talk about it, I guess. So, Fear and Loathing in Santa Barbara.
Ooh, I like that.
Or maybe it'll be Fear and Lusting. I don't know. Allegedly, it's a couple strip. I don't know. We'll see how this goes down.
Ask Andrew Kim. Anthony Kim.
Snakes under the roof is what they say. That's the way we take it. If you don't have snakes under your roof, don't even invite me over. I have no time for this.
None.
All right, so we'll be back later this week. Do a little pregame for the Masters.
Yep, absolutely.
Maybe celebrating a little win. Don't take that hat back yet. You may need to twice it.
Oh no, I'm all in. I'm all in. Yeah, we beat some big teams. Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to beat a big team. All right. That center that plays for Purdue, I honestly think that they could have. You could if he had a solid point guard out there. You could just stick him out there on the floor, and I think he could pretty much cover everybody.
Yep.
I mean, he has the wingspan that covers almost the entire court.
Yep.
That guy, I could never shoot a ball over him. I mean, he would just reach up and just pluck everything right out of the air if I was trying. He's already doing it anyway. To everybody he plays against.
Yeah, it should be interesting. It's gonna be fun. That's Saturday night.
All right, we'll pregame into that, and we'll see you back to talk a little Masters, I guess.
There you go. All right.
Cheers.